Good morning, Mark Soderberg with ADM Investor Services with your morning ag market outlook for Friday, May 9th. Happy Friday to all. Nearly all green on the screen here this morning as markets do brace for U.S.-China trade talks this weekend. Also, USDA updates on Monday. Corn right now 3 to 5 better, recovering a nice chunk of this week's losses. Wheat prices steady in Chicago, still a touch higher in both Minneapolis and Kansas City. Bean complex 3 to 5 better in the beans, steady to $1 better in the meal, while oil prices are 30 points higher. Upside probably limited. U.S. weather remains largely favorable, mostly dry and warm across much of the country's midsection through late next week. We did see some scattered showers or some rains in southern Illinois, Indiana, stretching over into Ohio yesterday, which will slow planting activities in these areas. Heavy rains this weekend confined to the southeast. Both the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day forecast do show better prospects for rain across the Midwest, very supportive for early crop development. I suspect corn plantings will reach about 60 to 62% by Sunday versus 47% a year ago and a 5-year average of 55%. Bean plantings likely to be in the 45-50% range versus 34% a year ago and the average pace at 37%. I'd also look for just a modest increase in U.S. winter wheat ratings as well. Monday's report, probably very little change in old crop ending stocks on beans and wheat, slightly lower on corn due to higher exports. New crop, looking at corn production, probably a record around 15.8 billion bushels. Ending stocks likely to show over 2 billion bushels. On the soybean side, production 4.338. Just a touch below a year ago, despite acres being down 3.5 million. Trendline yields record at 52.5. We've got ending stocks right around 360 million bushels versus 375 this year. Since 2010, ending stocks, final ending stocks have been below the initial May estimate, 11 out of the last 15 years. Average trade guess on wheat production, 1.885 billion, down about 90 million from last year. Winter wheat production, I think they'll go with about 1.325 this month. At still down about 25 million from a year ago, but I think that's going to trend higher here with better ratings down the road. Only change in South America I have is a 2 million metric ton increase in the Brazilian corn production, up to 128 million metric tons. Yesterday, the Buenos Aires Grain Exchange, they increased their Argentine bean production forecast 1.4 million metric tons to 50 million metric tons, now just above the USDA at 49. Dry conditions in Argentina enabled bean harvest to jump 21% last week to 45% complete, still slightly behind our historical average, but much closer now with the recent dry conditions. Corn harvest only advanced 4% to 35%. In other tariff news overnight, India, they've offered to lower their tariffs on U.S. imports from 13 to 4% if the U.S. Would agree to drop their tariffs. Bean imports in the month of April from all sources at just over 6 million metric tons, down 29% from a year ago. So we'll see if we can hold this higher start throughout today's trade. This afternoon, the CFTC report will likely show speculators continue to shed length into corn. We've got that long position now down to about 25,000 contracts. Near record short still in meal and in the corn. So with that, I hope everyone has a great day and a wonderful weekend.